Hey guys, Wendy here. You have reached my channel, Book It with Wendy. My channel is where we talk all things bookish. So today we are going to do a little book review. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I'm sorry guys. Okay, so today we're doing a little book review on the book that I read a couple of weeks ago, but I thought that I did a review and I didn't. So this is called The Stationery Shop, and this is by Marion Kamali. Gorgeous, gorgeous cover, front and back. Okay, so this book I absolutely loved. Loved, loved, loved. What can I say about this book? So it was highly recommended to me. I've seen this book around for a while. Now, you guys know I'm not a romance reader particularly. That is definitely not my favorite genre, but I read about what this book was about and it just called to me. I felt that it wasn't like a cringy romance story, that it was just one of those real meaningful love stories. Like, I knew it had a good story. So that's why I will read it. Not that I won't read any romance books. I can't say that. And I have been trying to get out of my comfort zone with books. Like, not that romance books are out of my comfort zone, but they are a little bit in the way that I'm not crazy about them, but I would read a romance book if it was good like this one was and had a really good story, or it could even be a little bit of fluff, and I don't mind reading them once in a while, or I'll check them out if I see there's some romance books that are going around like Book Talk and stuff like that. I will definitely read them and consider them just to see if I like them. So as a book collector, I can't say no to all romance, books. But anyway, so this book, I loved. This book follows two characters. They are the two main characters in the book. I just took some notes here because I read it a while ago. So two teenagers meet. It's like 1953. They meet in Mr. Thackeray's stationery store. And the shop is in Tehran. And Roya is the girl in this book. Okay, she loves the fountain pens, there's shiny ink bottles, things like that in the stationery store. And he has like very thick, lovely writing paper that she loves. And Bauman is the other main character in this book, the boy that she meets. And he loves Rumi's poetry that he has in the stationery store. So Bauman's also an activist, and they share a love of poetry, Roya and Bauman, and they continue to meet in the stationery shop. And while they meet like weekly, their romance grows, and their happy life together does have some tension. There's a lot of political unrest. And it does capture you from the first page. Like, I was sucked in immediately. There's very vivid details, great storytelling. If you feel like you're transported to Tehran in the 50s. And I especially love the descriptions of the stationery shop. She would say she smelled like the books and the paper, and she just described like the inkwells and how beautiful the stationery shop was, that you felt like you were there. And then there's descriptions of the costumes, the food. It really makes you feel like you're transported to Tehran in this book for sure. There's a lot of political conflict. There's a lot of colorful characters in this. The writing sweeps you into the lives of these people and the culture. It's complicated by family relationships, and the political conflict in August of 1953. The ending is very bittersweet, and it's mostly satisfying, and it was kind of on the sad side too. I'll tell you that much. But Roya and Bauman are the teenagers. They do live in Tehran, and the author also peeks into their individual adult lives in America, and that is through he does it through like a dual timeline, and they're lifelong soulmates in this book. And there are some I'll say there are trigger warnings. There's mentions of mental illness. There's also mention of a self-induced abortion in this book. Just as a heads up for you guys. I recommend it highly. It's a beautiful love story. It's very engaging. For those who are looking for a well-written love story that takes place in Tehran. It's really one of my best reads of the year so far. I just loved how they described the landscape, the food, the culture. It's a great love story. I'm not going to spoil it for you. It truly tells of two soulmates that met in the stationery shop and how their lives turned out, and follows them through the years. It follows them through, their university years. They're having children. They're getting married. They're having children, and it all ties into this stationery shop. And I'm not going to ruin it for you because it's such a beautiful story. The end was sad, but I loved it. I just loved it. I loved it was so descriptive of the country and so descriptive of the food that like I said, you really felt like you were transported to Tehran, and a lot of political unrest. Bauman in this story is a political activist, so that's heavily sprinkled throughout the book, but it's not boring. It kept me engaged, and I absolutely loved it. So I can't say enough about the book. Go out and get it if you haven't, because it's a beautiful, beautiful story. I think I got it on eBay, as I get most of my books. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sitting on my regular chair. I have like it's like a I don't know what you call it, an ottoman type of chair thing. Because I was too lazy to get my chair. That's really why I'm not sitting on my chair. It's called laziness, guys. Pure laziness. It's Friday. It has been a long week, and I was just too lazy to go get the chair. There is no other. I'm not going to come up with any excuses. I'm just going to say the truth. So that is it. I wanted to get that in because for some reason I thought that I told you guys about that, and I didn't, and I apologize, because I loved the story so much that I wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, go out and get it. You're gonna love that book, and it's short too. It's like not even, I think it's 280 pages, maybe. I don't know, but go get it. That's it. So yeah, I did Wednesday, you guys. Hopefully you caught the bookish news. That's gonna get better and better. There's a little bit of a rough start with that. I'm trying to find my groove with that, but it'll get better. And yeah, I'm constantly trying to find ways to make the channel more exciting for you guys, and I'm always open to suggestions. So if you guys want to put a comment below and you have any suggestions of what you'd like to see that you're not seeing, please let me know. I always value your suggestions. Somebody did suggest to me on one of the comments, which I loved, said to me maybe do some bookish news with what happened in history that day, like book-wise, you know what I mean? So I might do that. I might take that up for consideration. So that's it. I hope you guys had a good week, and I hope you have a great weekend and get some reading in, because I'm going to. I'm almost done with the Hakamori Maharari, whatever his name is. I apologize. I always butcher his name. It's called After Dark. I don't have it in here because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I have like 40 pages left. I started getting consumed with Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which I'm almost done with. And then I've been going back and forth with that. So, yeah. All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you back here again on Monday. And as always, I'll see you later. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe below.